Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. Welcome back to Retro Rewind, where we talk about all things from the 90s and the early 2000s. Sometimes earlier than the 2000s. I did an episode of. No, I didn't do anything. I didn't do. I did. Didn't I? Maybe I didn't. I was going to, but didn't. So I will actually in the next episode talk about an episode of a show from 1989. I knew it was somewhere, but here we're talking about an episode of Dexter's Laboratory or Dexter's Lab, or Dexter's Laboratory, entitled Mach 5, which is a spoof of Speed Racer, which was a show I grew up watching on Cartoon Network. And Cartoon Network aired it constantly, and they even I don't remember if they did a marathon of that or a marathon of Dexter, probably both, to celebrate this spoof episode coming out. And I remember going into this, I thought this was a full length episode, like Last But Not Beast or something like that. But no, this is just a regular length cartoon. And it makes me wonder how they spent so much time promoting this only should be regular size cartoon. But it is a parody of Speed Racer. It does a pretty good job. So I'm embracing how goofy and how they talk and think. I have to win a race because if I don't win the race, that'd be disappointed to me. And Pops would not be happy. And you know how they talk and everything. So they even have it where sometimes the lips don't match up because, you know, Speed Racer was an anime. So yeah, but they also have to kind of work around certain restrictions, like not as many characters. The mom never appears in this, despite that Speed did have a mom. Her name is Moms. She's not. Her name is Mom Racer. She's not. Mom's not in this at all. And Dee Dee plays a double role, as not only is she the older sister who becomes Racer D in this case instead of Racer X. It was Rex Racer in Speed Racer who becomes Racer X, and then in the movie they're like, well, actually he had plastic surgery, so he doesn't actually look like Rex anymore, and we can cast Matthew Fox to play the role and have a different actor. It's just like, that's too much. They go too far where it's like, in a real world, they'd be able to tell who it is, so he had to get with Racer D. But she's also playing Spritle, the little sibling or little sister here, with the monkey. Where's the monkey? Spritle and. Why does the sound keep getting turned on this TV? That's what I want to know. I keep muting it, it keeps popping back on. Speed Racer. Monkey. Chim Chim. Yeah, and Monkey, Dexter's monkey named Monkey, is Chim Chim in this case. So, yes. And so we start with Dexter eating his breakfast in his regular clothes, where he sees there's going to be a soapbox derby. And Dad doesn't want him to race because his sister raced on a volcano mountain race, and she died when a turtle, who it's hinted that Mandark was responsible for that, or at least he used that to an advantage against. He used the knowledge that it was the turtle that took out Dee Dee. I don't know. And instead of saying that she died like they did in Speed Racer, they said never heard from again. But she's like, "Hello, hey Dad, I'm right here. Earth to Dad. Did you hear that? Oh yeah, I can do the race as long as I don't crash. Gotcha. No." He's like, "Please don't do this." Okay. So they put together a car called the Mark V, which is completely made of wood. I want to tell you, the Mach 5 is made of metal, but it's made of wood. He wants to put a bunch of gadgets on it. Pop's like, what? Why? To keep me safe. So they put a bunch of gadgets on it, like in Speed Racer, but then after they go to bed, Mandark, who is a parody of Snake Oiler, shows up to sabotage it. We never see any of the gadgets they put on it, so what is the point? But Dee Dee and Monkey are in the trunk, and she's like, "Well, I'm his older sister Dee Dee, who was in the race and was never heard from again. So I was heard from again. My dad, something. He's like, well, I'm here to sabotage the car, and I'm gonna give you candy so that you'll ignore it." She's like, well, what car? And I'm just like, okay. So he sabotages the car, and they're ready for the race the next day. And so, as they get going, the lava from the volcano hits the ropes and allows them to go. We're lucky it hit all the ropes then. And while they're driving, apparently they're able to talk to each other. It's like, hey, Dexter, good luck. You look at it. He's like, yeah. And he doesn't have anything. He throws out a turtle, which again could imply that he was responsible for what happened to Dee Dee, but not. And he's like, I've been sabotaged. Racer D comes along and saves him. And because the whole thing with Mandark is Dee Dee. Here it's Racer D. Like he's the one that hits the turtle and gets knocked over. He's like, oh, there goes Dexter to win the race. Good luck. Congratulations, Dexter. Say hi to Racer D for me. Racer D. So Dexter wins the race. And it's like, if only you, and Dad's like, if only your older sister was here to see it. Dad, I'm right here. Where have you been all this time? Right behind you. Oh, you know I don't look there. So yeah, and then the monkey eats the lava, and we're supposed to believe he doesn't feel, he goes to eat it, monkey, that's not candy, that's hot lava. And he puts it in his mouth and goes, and it's like, when he would burn his hand when he scooped the lava. Right? There it is. I told you, it's a regular cartoon length. It's not a full episode, so it's not that long, which is what she said. Yeah, there are key characters missing here. Like, there's no Trixie, no Sparky, no Inspector Detector. Though I don't know what character. They don't even have other characters that could play that. The mom not being here is kind of confusing. Maybe they didn't know how to work her in as the mom, but no. I don't know, but it works as a tribute or parody of Speed Racer, even how they talk in the times they go into thoughts and think, But also the narrator stops in the middle when Racer D shows up. I'm gonna also next. This is disappeared, but not really didn't. We already know that, and if you know Speed Racer, you would already know. But it's a fun episode, and it's nice to go back and check this out. So, what are your thoughts on this episode? Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.